Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Races are coming back into the calendar. I'm super excited for this, as I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. Now, my name's Ben Parks, I'm a 2:25 marathon coach and I have been to a lot of races, been through a lot of preparation, and so I thought I'd put a quick video together to go through what happens in that sort of 24 hours to get you from all of your training and your taper to the start line in the best possible way. Here's 6 sort of top tips and tricks that I've used over the years for that final little bit to get you ready and on the start line, ready to go to fulfill your full potential and full performance. Right, let's sit back and relax and let's get stuck into this. So we'll start with, should you be running the day before the marathon, half marathon, 5k, 10k, whatever, should you be going out for a run? Now, I really like to, some people don't. For me, it's not going to add anything at all to the race, but it is really good sometimes just to get rid of those butterflies, those anxiety, those nerves, and it really does help calm you down. If you were going out for a run, I'd just say for 15, 20 minutes tops, maybe up to half an hour, absolute maximum. Do this ideally in the morning before the race. You've got the rest of the day just to relax and chill. And that's what you want to be focusing on during that day before the race. You want to be thinking Netflix, chilling out, lying down and doing as little as possible and just getting everything ready. Don't go out sightseeing, trying to log 30,000 steps in a day going around seeing all the sights of where you are. Nice easy run in the morning and relax for the rest of the day. So what I recommend is getting a race day checklist. Now, we've made a completely free one, a PDF you can download on the website. Just check down below for the links there. And with this checklist, you can get all of your kit ready, ideally a couple of days before. But on the day before the race, in the morning, lay out all of your race kit, make sure you've got everything there, and then tuck that away in the corner and don't touch it until the next day. Do the same sort of thing with your drop bag. A lot of races, they'll give you a drop bag that you can drop off at the start of the race and pick up at the end. And in there, put all of your race day essentials that you're going to want at the end of the race. Put it to one side and don't touch it again. You don't want to be trying to do this on the morning of the race. So get your checklist, tick everything off. If there's anything you need to go out and buy at the last minute, some plasters, some bottles of water, things like that, then you can do that now. Now, a lot of people ask me about dinner the day before the race. I really don't have a big dinner. What I prefer to do is have a decent sized meal, the same sort of meal I would normally have, around somewhere between 3 to 6 p.m. the day before the race. Ideally, you don't want to be eating a big meal later than that. It's going to be sitting in your stomach and it might not help with trying to get a good night's sleep. Things that are really good, your carbohydrates, so your pastas, your rice, and pizza, things like, how can I forget pizza, the best food out there. As I say, you want to just increase the proportion of carbohydrates in your meal, but not have a bigger meal, so just slightly less of sort of your fats and your proteins as well. One important point to note is avoid things like fiber and high fatty foods. They could play a little bit of havoc with your insides on race day as well. So yeah, avoid that, concentrate on very simple, easy to break down carbohydrates. So for me, really big fan of some pasta with a very plain sauce, maybe a little bit of garlic bread on the side, or a pizza, something like that. As I say, about 3 to 6 p.m. the day before the race, and then you can concentrate on relaxing for the rest of the day and getting a good night's sleep. If you are finding this video useful, please like, share and subscribe, and of course share your very best tips for those final 24 hours before race day down below in the comments. Help out the community, it would be really great to know all of your thoughts as well. Right, back to the video. It's really important to organise your travel, and I like to do a little test run from where I'm staying in my hotel to the start line. Now, that's not going to be applicable to absolutely every race that you're going to, But if I'm away, abroad, or even in this country, I'll go from my hotel to the start line the day before, so I know exactly how to get there. If I'm going on the train, if I'm getting a scooter, a taxi, whatever it is, I'm going to do that as a slight dress rehearsal again, so come race day, it'll be very stress-free. Also really important to organise where you're going to meet your friends and family after the race as well. Organise that before, the day before, so on race day, everybody knows what they're doing. A lot of this stuff is about keeping as stress-free as possible. Now the all-important breakfast, what to eat, when to eat it on the big day. And for me, I'm a big fan of bagels. I usually have peanut butter and jam on them. Now the most important thing here is not necessarily what you're eating, but make sure it's something you've had before. But you really want to have this at least 2 to 3 hours before you start in the race. Any later than that, you risk food not quite being digested and it could play a little bit of havoc as you start. It may mean getting up a little bit earlier, but then you're going to have your breakfast fully digested by the time you get to the start line. In terms of drinks, I tend to have about 1.5 litres of fluid, which is for me normally a mixture of Morton, orange juice and water, all mixed together. I'll have 1.5 litres in about the sort of 2 to 3 hours before I get to the start line. So I'll keep sipping that all the way up till I'm ready to go. I'll go for my final pit stop, final loo stop beforehand, and then that's it. All the drink is done. Now, if you are staying in a hotel, you might not just be able to have bagels and things exactly how you want. I have a little backup of, if I'm in that situation, I just have some croissants and jam as well, because they taste fine when they're cold. You get some porridge that you can just put some boiling water in, again, if you are in a hotel. And as always with these things, try them in your training, try them before your long runs, so when you get to race day, you know exactly how that food is going to be for you. And finally, of course, it's really important to get a good night's sleep. So anything you can do to help that: nice dark room, nice well ventilated, getting an early night. But if you do have a bit of a restless night, don't worry. I've ran some of my very best races on very little sleep the night before because I've been too nervous to get some sleep. So don't stress about it too much. Just make that final day before the big one just as relaxed as possible. As I say, take your mind off everything and yeah, just think about some other things. Think back through all the training you've been through, all those highs and lows, and I'm sure you'll be super proud of yourself and it'll give you that added motivation to go out there and get it done. So there you have it, guys. I hope you found this video useful. Please share it with some friends and family as well. Like and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. We often make some more videos. Thank you very much to all the Patreon legends and the supporters here on YouTube as well. Please check out the website for the latest gear to help you getting it done on race day. That's it, guys. Finally, very, very best of luck with your race. Let me know how you go. We'll see you very soon in the next one.